If you're traveling, whether it's for work or for vacation, we know how important it is to stay consistent with our workouts. But sometimes hotel gyms just plain suck. So next time you're traveling, grab a couple of resistance bands, throw them in your suitcase, and hold on, because we got 10 exercises to make hotel gyms suck less. Exercise number 1, we're gonna start off with the quads. We're doing front squats. All you need is a single 41-inch band. Step into this baby, get a shoulder width stance, squat down, hike this band right up onto your front delts, and boom, we're doing front squats. You can do sets of 10, sets of 20, whatever you need to get these quads fired up and activated. Exercise number 2, we're gonna be doing some split squats. So it's basically the same setup as the front squat, except now we're gonna put the band around one foot, and then we're gonna get into a split stance. Get that band up around our shoulders, and now we can be doing split squats. This is gonna hit more quad and glutes and hamstrings, and you'll also train some balance, stability. Really easy to switch legs. Just hop that leg in, pull the other one back, and keep rolling. Next up, another super simple but very versatile exercise. Exercise 3, we're doing some mini band lateral walks. So grab yourself a 13-inch mini band, slip them right around your legs. I like to hike mine up just above the knees, and then I usually like to have like some piece of fabric between the band and my legs just to keep my hair intact. And then this one's super simple. We're gonna get into a squat kind of athletic stance here, and we're gonna basically just step laterally, side to side, big stretch, bring that other leg nice and controlled. You can go slow and really burn those glutes, or you can go a little bit faster if you want, be more athletic, get that heart rate up. Doesn't matter. You're gonna get some glutes and legs fired up with this exercise. Next up, exercise 4, we are doing some single leg RDL. So that's gonna hit your glutes, hamstrings, and we're gonna just use a single mini band here. All you have to do, loop it around one foot, and then we're gonna get into this single-legged B stance. And I kind of put my toe like right on the heel of the other foot, and then keeping my stance, balanced. And then what we're gonna be doing here, holding the band with one arm, you're basically gonna let those knuckles kind of ride down the front of your quad and calf, and you're gonna be sticking your butt out, pivoting at the hips only. We're trying to keep our knee in a locked position, and we're just gonna pivot down. And what you're gonna feel here as you're sticking your butt out behind you, it should be a big stretch in that hamstring muscle, and you're gonna go down as low as you can get, keeping that back flat, big stretch, and then extend, pushing forward with the hips, big squeeze, keeping that core pulled in tight, nice and slow and controlled. Exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down, and really feel that stretch. And then you can add resistance as you need to get a really good glute and hamstring workout. Next up, exercise 5, we are gonna be doing bent over rows. So once again, single 41-inch band. And if you have room in your suitcase, I highly recommend a pair of these clench band handles. They're super lightweight, not very big. They do travel well. And I like to pop this onto the 41-inch band, just like so. And once again, you don't need these, especially if you're limited in how much stuff you can take, but they do make things more comfortable, and I figured I would show them to you just in case. Getting in that bent over row, shoulder width stance, bending right over, basically like a 45-degree angle, pulling our core in tight, and then we're rolling this baby up, pulling that band, pulling our hands, elbows behind the spine, big squeeze, let it down nice and slow. Exhale on the way up, big squeeze, control it, and then control it on the way down, and that's how we do bent over rows. Next up, exercise number 6, we're gonna hit some chest. We're doing banded chest presses. Grab yourself a 41-inch band, and we're gonna wrap it right around the small of our back here. I like to get it up high as I can underneath of my armpits, and then I have my thumbs kind of looped into this thing, and then we're just gonna do a chest press. So you're gonna basically go all the way down here, pulling those scapulas back until you run out of tension with the band, and then pushing forward, squeezing those biceps into our pecs. Big squeeze, let it down slow. Exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down, and just blast through these reps. Really focus on squeezing it at the top. That's where you're gonna feel this the most and get the most benefit from these chest presses. And that is how we do it. Exercise number 7, we're gonna hit some triceps. We're gonna do a single arm overhead tricep extension. So grab a 41-inch band, and this one's a little bit tricky to set up, but not too bad. I like to hook this band basically right around that midsole of my foot, and then I'm gonna put my foot behind me and then pass the band to my other arm here, and we're gonna get it up and over so that we're basically, elbow is up over top of our shoulder, and we're just bending at the elbow to do this. So I kind of get this staggered stance to keep the band out behind me so it doesn't rub on my back, and we're pushing through this range of motion. Big squeeze, full extension, really feeling it in that tricep. Control it all the way down. Get as much range of motion as you can get, keeping that elbow in a fixed position. We don't want that elbow moving all over the place. We just want it fixed. Exhale, big squeeze. Control it, fight the tension on the way down. Cruise through the reps, and then switch arms and do the other arm. Next up, we're gonna hit some biceps with mini band concentration curls. So we're gonna take a single mini band. If you have a band handle, I love using it here. You don't necessarily need it, but I love to use it here because it takes up some slack, gives us more tension at the bottom. And then you just gotta sit down on something, wrap this band kind of around the front side of your foot, and then I kind of get this little bit of a angled stance where the leg that the band is attached to kind of goes off at an angle, and then I just basically brace the backside of my arm on my other quad on the inside. And then we want to basically set it up so that this band is pulling our arm into full extension, and then we're just gonna curl it up. Exhale, big squeeze, let it down nice and slow. And you really want to try to get a full range of motion here and really squeeze it at the top. Like you'll feel that bicep kind of balling up, get nice and tight. That's what you want. Let it down nice and slow and bang through the reps. All right, exercise number 9, we're going to be doing some single band lateral raises. That's gonna hit your side delts or the mid delt here. And all you need to do for this one, loop that band around your foot, and then we're gonna be doing the lateral raise with the opposite arm. So you're basically just gonna raise this thing out to your side, keeping that core tight, everything pulled in and nice and vertical here. Exhale, big squeeze, get that elbow horizontally out from our shoulder. And I always like to coach people, you're driving it up with your elbow, and then the rest of your arm, your forearm and your wrist is just kind of following through. Really focus on driving those elbows up, big squeeze so that you feel it in the side delt. And one trick, if you need more tension, like if you're a shorter person, obviously you can see the band is gonna get some slack in it. What I like to do is just take my other foot and step on this band to take up some of that slack, and you can kind of move your foot right or left, basically to give yourself more or less slack, and that should basically give you tension all the way through the range of motion. And finally, exercise number 10, we're gonna do some more shoulders. We're gonna do an overhead shoulder press the simple way. So we're just gonna grab this 41-inch band, step inside of it, and then we're just gonna hoist this band right up, get our thumbs looped into it, and then we're doing an overhead press. I bring it down right about to nose height. Exhale, big squeeze, and I kind of like to bring my hands a little bit together at the top, get some convergence up there. I really feel that gets better engagement on the delts, keeping it nice and slow and controlled. And if you're really tall and you're worried about overstretching your band on this exercise, you can always do it in kind of a single arm fashion where you just do it one arm at a time. And that'll basically give you a lot more band length to work with. I hope you found these exercises to be helpful, and I want to know, what does your workout look like while you travel? Let me know in the comments what you do to work out while traveling. Also, if you liked what you saw today, be sure to smash that like button, Furthermore, if you need more workouts, more exercises, check out the on-screen video links. We got tons of content on this channel for you. And if you need any of the bands or accessories shown today, be sure to head over to clenchfitness.com. We will hook you up, and thank you for watching.